Hi, just another topic I was thinking of. I don't know if this is you. Well, I don't know, it might be. Because it depends. So, I think I was about, I've always been sort of isolated and very lonely. Um, Not that I believe in tarot cards or anything, but I remember a friend of my mum's read my tarot cards when I was 15. And one of the cards that came up was the monk, a lonely monk. And she said, "You feel lonely." And it was so true. I wasn't like anybody else around me or in my family. They didn't have the same level of understanding of human nature as I did. I mean, I wasn't amazing or anything because I made lots of mess ups and awful things, you know, to be honest. But there, I was lonely. I knew I didn't think like other people. And it was a funny thing because my mum told me that when I was younger and I didn't believe her. And then someone I met told me that when I was 16. I didn't believe him. And then when I got older, I went, oh, yeah. Oh, I don't. So this loneliness drove me to depression and anxiety and not great thoughts. And it made me unmotivated. And then I came to about 19 and I was sick of it. I was just sitting ruminating over my past and being misunderstood and not feeling valued. And there was a lot of emotional abuse in my family as well, which, because of my vulnerabilities, I think drew them to be like that with me more. I don't think neurotypicals quite often, and I don't mean nasty to all neurotypicals because they're different, but neurotypicals don't like a wounded animal. So I think they tend to pick on them or avoid them a bit more. Might be the same for autistics too, but it's just something I noticed. Showing that vulnerability can make us be picked on more. Maybe it's down to the fact that not anybody's persecuting you, it's just nature. I mean, if you go into nature and you go out into the animal kingdom, they will do that, won't they? They are like that as well. So it comes down to us. We are a species. But as we grow and get more intelligent, things will change. I know that. The understandings of that. Anywho, what was I talking about? So, when I was 19, I got sick of that. So, rather than investing my time in being depressed, well, I still was. It's not like an overnight thing. Or thinking, I thought, well, let's use this thinking brain. This is quite a thinking brain. So I channeled my energies into creating. And it became a therapy for me, so I recommend it to everybody. I channeled my energy into everything I could think of. I was on my own most of the time, except for my partner at the time. And I was alone. So I baked. I cooked. I did gardening. I learned to play the guitar. I started writing. I started painting. I started doing woodwork. I did everything that I could on my own, and I self-taught. You'll find quite a lot of autistics will self-teach. Do it. It's what I did. Stop thinking if you can. I mean, we need a period of time to go back. We need to help ourselves heal. But if you've got this thinking brain, use part of it to create. It doesn't matter, you don't have to be artistic. Like I said, people don't realise that some people do creation in a different way. Like playing games or, playing, I don't know, different things that they do. Anything, realise is creative. Anything. Other than spending it ruminating about the way things are, because it's a waste of time, really, to a point. Because I needed to ruminate, to work some things out, and this is why I do this channel, because I did that. I worked things out, but then I don't stay. I worked it out to help myself feel comfortable in what the world is and not feel like it was just me being persecuted. But use it to create. The problem I've got now, though, is that because I devoted my time to a lot of those things. I've become really good at some of them. And that in itself is an issue because within society it creates jealousy across the board, and it's not just neurotypicals, it's autistics as well. And I've had a lot of jealousy. And it's because I chose creation rather than being depressed all the time. And it's very hard to get out of a depression hole, I know. But I did it, and I crawled, and I created, and I created, and I put all my feelings. So if you can do it, just do it. It doesn't matter if your art is rubbish. I nearly swore then. It doesn't matter. Just create. Get them feelings out, because it helped me. But I have to keep my light under a bushel a lot because people are threatened by it now. So be aware of that. If you get good at something, you're going to have people who are going to like it, but a lot aren't. So I do keep mine, but I keep it for me because I love it. I love creating. When I think in my head, and a girl gave me a book who I work with that said she believes she could, so she did, or something like that. I've probably mixed that up because of my dyslexia. So yeah, create. Go out and create. Do what I did. Do it. I bet you'll find. Doesn't matter if doesn't have to have a reason. Doesn't have to have a purpose. Doesn't have to be going anywhere. I do it all the time. I create and it doesn't go anywhere. I've got pots up there. I just don't go anywhere. But it's the making and the creating that is healing, and a journey towards one day you might do something utterly amazing. But just watch out for that thing where people don't always like it. Your face has to fit into society. If your face fits and they like it, I mean, it is the way it is. I won't say it any other way. They like your face or how you present yourself, because I think people find the way I present myself annoying, and I don't even know why. I'm just trying to be me. But I've accepted that now. Okay, go create.